with a kit and 2 flashes. As they push forward, ENCE, what can they hope to do to respond? Doto through the smoke, beautiful shot to faveN, deletes him there. There's the opening thereafter. He's dinked down and finished off by denis, though. There's the trade. dycha ringing off a few shots through the smoke, trying to come out on top as he does so. The follow-up flash goes down, but that allows him to shut down slaxz there. denis get the extend the matter into it's now 3-on-3, but as kills go back and forth, it falls into a 3-on-2. Spinx and Snappi. While Snappi does have a kit and a couple of flashes on hand to assist, the reality is we need Snappi to get a kill and fast. He's unable to do so. The Spinx pushing forward in a 1v3. Looks to take the initiative. He doesn't hard clear short, or eventually he does. Well, he doesn't do it fully. Eventually finishes off Spiidi from above. He runs out of ammo, panics, takes off his suppressor, and with that, disciplined by holding this for faveN. As this initial user goes round, faveN, he's caught out by Spinx there. Really strong read by the Israeli player there. And for the remaining members of ENCE, let's get ready for this initial point of contact. So let's get ready for this full hit in which Sprout looks to go mid to B. Major dycha, good for 1, able to hide above scaffolding as well. Means as a follow-up push goes through. dycha now needs to be very careful as they approach him. Brings out a few shots where he can. dycha, he's able to double down. He'll try to make it 3 now as he aggresses into the AWP of slaxz, and it's Doto to finish the job. All to denis, 1v5, quickly killed, and for ENCE, they put themselves on the board with relative ease
in their armory. Doto looking to find this opening pit towards long once again. That's a lightning fast shot, but it doesn't connect with the head. Instead, it's
ready for the initial point of contact now. Snappi ringing out a few shots where he can. Shuts down 1. Not quite able to make that 2 though. Spiidi's there to trade. Follow-up aggression goes through as allu's good for Spiidi now into this 3-on-2. Man advantage for ENCE, and allu, he's continuing his aggression. Pushes forward. Scopes in. Nice shot to faveN there. Can he cement it? Not quite yet though, as kressy gets ready to go through that smoke. As he does so, allu shuts him down. And faveN, he runs away, and Snappi, he's just going to chase them down.
Oh, gets the timing. I mean, that
that's just added pressure, isn't it? Because they kicked him.
Ooh.
Yeah. So for allu now, he'll push forward, able to catch out denis. Spiidi, he's instantly there to trade though in a 3-on-3. Now Doto and Spinx, they're going to go for the jump spot, and they somehow come out on top there. Spinx, it's a beautiful 2K there. Putting Spiidi into a 1v3. Fully blind, he's been pressured down, and for Doto to finish the job. Spinx, that was a wonderful round.
That really was. That was absolutely incredible. Spinx, such a talented player. All right, allu, the 2 players that have got snipers on their backs have also got $12,000 behind them. Spiidi is able to find this opening kill in this round, though. And it's completely untraded for now. He's actually just the solo lurker here on long, just trying to draw some attention away.
Was an attempt to do that. Spinx, he's able to shut down kressy elsewhere. It's giving up that man advantage, but as they do so, they run down the clock. With a minute left, Spinx pops up, dinks down faveN, can't quite finish the job though, and instead, dycha, with that AWP in hand, is the one to trade. Towards top mid, we see a player give his position away. allu's going to look to cover his teammate now as dycha is ready for the follow-up aggression. Instead, through the smoke, almost hits the AWPer there, but as the mollies go down towards window, they're going to try and deter an attack towards this B site, but instead we see a very fast flank from Doto. He'll swing wide, caught out by slaxz. allu elsewhere trades onto Spiidi. Here's the AWP bring out. He swings wide. He knows they're on Xbox. Spams down the AWP as best as he can. Eventually, the CZ will swing. slaxz good for 1, but it's a spray down with a CZ from dycha to win the 1 versus 2. We don't see that very often, Josh, do we?
We really don't know. I mean, both of the players bring
Sprout. Look at them, they're reconsidering their options here. Snappi aggressive towards mid, spots out this initial member, gets the kill. Is he traded? Eventually he is by faveN. It's messy, but he survives. And for Sprout, a mid to B split is now a very real possibility. And as they set up for an execution, it looks like we might see just that. Through the smoke, dycha shuts down denis. That throws up, just turns to the tunnel play, realizes that there's probably no one there. dycha, he's finished off by the molly though. Spinx now with a bit of pressure on him. Caught out by faveN as Sprout looks to recover.
Somehow they've made this work. They've got their way onto the B site, and slaxz has gone incognito. faveN's able to finish things off there.
Of course, we see them look to just duel anywhere they can. They fan out into a default, and as they do just that, it's going to be a beautiful shot from slaxz to get things underway. Spinx to full, and just like that, let's see where ENCE look to aggress.
And a great man advantage here for Sprout. dycha
Spotted out. There's a missed shot by allu though, when as he backs away, he hears them chase after him. Eventually he's able to shut down Spiidi. He's got Snappi to get things underway. But on the flip side, as they push up from short, is allu able to trade? Through the smoke, no he's not. denis finishes the job into a 3-on-3. Bit of damage done either way, and because of that, ENCE get ready for this retake. They've got players towards long. That flash is perfect. Snappi's taken out into this 3-on-2 now. Aggression towards long, though. There's the first falling. There's the second as well, as D is able to swing true. Now for slaxz in a 1 versus 2. Picks up, gets the first member, tries to catch out the second. Unable to do so, though, as D here finished
The pro player. I'm never going to make it to a major, but I want my own little badge, please.
I'll be honest, got some minus, Josh. I'm not sure about you, but as push comes forward, Spinx, he's ready for these initial men on B. Oh, he's going for the trigger discipline as well. He shuts down the first member, not quite able to follow through, though, as Denis is able to just delete him with that deagle shot. Allu forced out of this window as he tries to hunt for a pick. He can't quite do so, though. Instead, we see Sprout push forward, and with that, now with a 4-on-3,
their Dust 2 is so strong, or their Dust 2 T side, I should say, is so strong because they just keep hitting B. That's it. They recognize the vulnerability of that pick, and we could be in for a quicker series than we were expecting. Of course, ENCE, they're looking fantastic right now, and there's another showcase of it. Doto right through this.
Oh, this is a really, really strong map. In fact, ENCE giving them a run for their money is actually quite scary, as slaxz and Spiidi, though, 2 quick kills make me eat my word. Mid spams down what he can. That's a spam and panic, though, rather than in precision. And with that, he's unable to kill anyone. Denis digs down, will still kill Spinx nonetheless. A beautiful shot by him, as that now leaves ENCE in a 2-on-4 with hardly any time left at all.
Creeps his way around. I'm not sure if he's going to have the timing or the drop here. Doesn't spot the man in car. Doto's going to poke his head up. He's good for 2. Brings it into a 2-on-2. You showed those results, and frankly, whilst they're incredible, and of course so many of them were in 3 sides that I would consider as very, very strong teams at the moment. We did just see that Hellcase banner pop up on your screen. Anyone that wants to check out those codes, it's EDC or EDC15 if you want to check out our partners over at Hellcase. They've got lots of awesome cases for you to open.
Of course, wonderful people who've made this whole thing possible. I'll tell you what, though, Sprout, they're making this long take possible. As they deploy over towards this long car position, it's going to make sure that there's no one at the close angle, and it means that they can actually at least get a bit of mileage as they push forward. Of course, with their flanking member taken out towards lower tunnels, they really have all their eggs in one basket for this hit. So they push forward, the nade's good for 1. Deagle tags Spiidi, doesn't finish the job, though. Spiidi is able to double down himself, though. And into this 2-on-2, we now have Spinx through the smoke. He'll look to do a little bit of damage wherever possible, but with allu scopes in on long, he's going to be ready for the aggression of, well, Spiidi. He falls, it's all on kressy. 1 versus 2. Center sight, he's looking for the remaining member. He's looking to come out on top. He hasn't quite been able to do so, though. So Molly goes down towards short. This will mean that allu isn't quite able to push through it. So instead, allu, rather than pushing through it, he allows kressy to get that plant. Jumping up, kressy spots out Spiidi. He looks to hide. allu pushes forward himself. This should be a quick little kill. However, kressy's been able to get towards back sight. Of course, in rotation, allu misses a shot he really shouldn't be. And because of that, Spiidi falls. allu now at a 1 versus 1. And this could be cataclysmic for ENCE. As kressy is ready to swing wide. He does just that. He shuts down allu. And for Springman, who can begin to accept this engagement. Bit of damage done to them. A few shots ring out either way, though. And as he stinks down, Doto finishes the job with Denis falling. It's all as the favors hold this site while it's messy. dycha is able to finish the job. And for ENCE, this should be a very quick equalizer. The Spinx will hear the players rotating towards CT. He catches out slaxz. He's ready for a second member as well.
Obviously looking to hold on to this kit, and kressy hoping he can hold on to this Kevlar. Fires off the shot onto Snappi. And for ENCE here, of course, there's nothing really for them to lose. So they are hunting right now. Doto maybe doesn't want to take any more damage because he can just buy straight into a helmet next round. Doesn't have to waste the money on the work with. And that's what he's done quite nicely. Now they go for the execution towards B. And this is where Denis needs to go huge. He lines them all up. He sprays away, but he only finds 1. My goodness.
Really, really strong position from him now. Snappi at 2 from window, though, and he tries to jump away. He's going to be called out by Snappi as well, putting it straight into 2-on-2. And just like that, allu, he'll go for that plant, but Snappi pushing forward back towards tunnels. Needs to be very wary of kressy. He's pushing forward from T-spawn, and it looks like they're going to catch each other out pretty quickly. kressy shifting forward. He's spotted out. He's able to catch out Snappi now, putting allu into a 1 versus 2. And for allu, he needs to go huge here. The molly goes down. There's presence shown, and he needs to find one of these initial players quickly. Otherwise, he's in a lot of trouble, but he's not peeking towards tunnels. Eventually, he does. He catches out kressy into the 1 versus 1. Now, slaxz pushing forward. He's out from door. It's a beautiful shot from allu. And just like the players towards B, he's going to eat that nade. Oh, he's so lucky. The reason he didn't take that much damage there is because the nades landed. And this is where ENCE have enjoyed exploiting. Spiidi, he'll be boosted up towards these boxes. He's able to catch out Doto with a beautiful shot there. And now for the remaining members of ENCE, they need to get some mileage out of these AKs. But these deagles, they're doing so much damage to them. Spinx falling down to just 30 HP. for follow-up. The damage is done as well. slaxz over towards the back plat. He tags down the first member. If he's able to double down onto dycha there, who doesn't really go for the re-engagement. Instead, Snappi, he's also going to have a crack at it, surprisingly. He too's tagged down. Eventually, Spinx finishes the job. faveN's able to kill him. For Snappi, in a 1v4, he may just have to go save here. And I'll tell you what, Josh, ENCE, money definitely not their strong suit right now.
That is a rough round to lose. That is serious. Yeah, Galil's a single deagle over on Sprout, a much better investment. This could still be sufficient for ENCE, though, but they need to make sure they don't
take this engagement. And as he does so, faveN shifting forward on mid. He's able to catch out Doto there, who is quickly dispatched. And for the remaining members of ENCE, it is just a poor buy. Yeah, they need to get killed quickly, otherwise they're in a lot of trouble. And well, slaxz, he's got other plans for them. Quickly 1D
under CT as they're hugging close to the back wall. He's not going to be able to spot out any of these heads until he gets quite far out. Connects a shot, not the headshot that he's looking for, though. And as allu and Spinx actually find the kills, there's a chance here for them to get this bomb down and make this happen.
This is starting to look really damn good for them as we see Spinx now punching in those numbers, ready for the initial attack. Smoke goes down, though. Spam from Denis, able to shut down Spinx. It's allu in a 1 versus 3 now. And as he sits towards center site, the players peek into him. He shuts down the first. Caught out by Spiidi, though. And just like that, Sprout make it 10. While it is damn close, they'll take a lot of damage in doing so. We look at their money as well. Frankly, that's not in a good spot either. This next round, actually, the swing goes wide. He pushes into these members, and with this engagement, he's just forced away. This swing is with in unison. He's good for 2 before Spinx trades. Now faveN desperately trying to get out of position, desperately trying to get back to site. He too falls. Long control established. 3 players instantly on the flank from Sprout, though, which may put allu in a very tough spot because allu has the bomb. On the flank, though, he turns around, tries to do damage as possible. kressy, he's able to catch out the first man. allu good for a 1, not quite good for 2, putting Doto into a 1 versus 2. There's angle on slaxz now. When for slaxz, all he has to do is sit up, and as he does so, it's a missed shot. Punished for it as Sprout take the lead at 12-11.
For this, Sprout were heavily challenged. They took a lot of damage from it.
Well, Doto's able to finish the job onto faveN. Opus Denis able to respond in kind. However, set aside Spinx in a 1v3. I mean, it's doable if he hits his shots, but if he hits his shots, he's got players trying to pressure him down. They're trying to get as close to him as possible, as quickly as possible. As they go for the jump spot, as they push forward, he's forced to hide. Good for 1. Turns around, ready for 2. They're on for the 1 versus 3 now. Can he shut down kressy? Swings wide, hits the 1 dig, and a beaut. So you need to bear in mind that ENCE, they're ready for this. And, well, they're ready for the attack towards short. They're ready for a duel towards mid. And he may not even be needed. It's a back and forth, which allu's the only one who's able to ring true. He tries to cement it furthermore, but as the damage is done, it leaves dycha and Spinx, last 2 members are standing. They cross on long. They now look to fight for this site. Spiidi hiding in the corner, swings wide. dycha deletes him there and into a 3-on-2. We've got dycha ready to flash his way out. There's that flash going out. A few spam damage catches them out, though. Spinx good for 1. Spinx in another 1 versus 3 now. When, tell you what, if the last one's other things go by, he's absolutely in a strong spot here. He finishes the job onto the first member. Able to reload in time now onto the 1 versus 1 for kressy. Josh, this can't happen again, surely. Swings wide, spots him out, tries to do damage wherever possible, but can't quite do so. As kressy, he's able to win the 1v1 and keep Sprout's dreams of taking their map pick alive as he goes 14-13.
It's so messy there at the end, too. I'm actually...
The likelihood is Denis is actually going to be the only one he can dare come out on top with here. He deploys that smoke, gives his position away, drops down to CT, where allu finishes the job. It's a man advancing now on this push up from shorts. The AUG, thankfully, is able to get to site in time. slaxz, what can he hope to do? Misses his first shot. kressy's there to assist him. allu to trade into a 4-on-3. And for the scout on long, he won't be able to cancel out the plant of Snappi. The fuse has been slapped on this round. 40 seconds before Sprouts move.
Fades. He's at a big old disadvantage. He has to fall away. I love the fact that ENCE are hunting right now too, with Spinx finding that kill onto faveN. Denis left with the FAMAS. He'll be put to bed. ENCE onto 15.
Right, and as we see this aggression come forward towards mid, monitors go down. faveN forced out of position. He hides in turn, and there's the initial kill. allu shuts down the first. He knows that Spiidi will be there as well as he attempts to engage. Spinx onto faveN. It's a follow-up though. Spiidi good for 1. Is he able to make it 2? With allu hitting that no scope. No, he's not. For kressy and Denis, last 2 members left standing in a 2-on-3. Sure, kressy is able to pick up that initial gun with that AK in hand. He'll push forward towards long. Over in lower tunnels, Denis is caught out by Doto. And for these last couple of members, Josh, I think it's all she wrote for Sprout. kressy, the last man left standing in this initial position. He'll desperately try to make his way forward up from this position, C to CT. And as he does so, he's caught out by Doto. And for ENCE, there's the switch, shuts down Doto. There's the opening. slaxz able to trade onto dycha there. And with that, he's able to come out on top. On the flip side, though, allu pushing towards the back line. Still hasn't been able to deal with slaxz, though, who is continued to be a nuisance towards sandwich. In con, Spinx, he shows his teeth. However, the 2-for in response allows kressy to finish off allu. It's Sprout to come forward with their second, well, with their first down, subsequent second over ENCE, who are going to have to go through a force buy after this, based on the fact they were able to get a bomb plan. A really strong take from ready for the hold over towards Pop Dog. As the push comes through, we see Snappi trying to catch our initial man. It's done. It's a back and forth into a 4-on-4. denis good for 2. denis not quite able to make it 3, and Snappi and Doto both hit their shots now into a 3-on-2. slaxz and Spiidi, low HP. Both players get kills, though. On to Snappi now, 1 versus 2. It's doable. Low HP on both members. The eagle shot onto slaxz gives the perfect opening. Onto a 1v2 with Spiidi now. Low HP. Snappi comes out on top. And ENCE, they show their not execution. ENCE, they're going straight out onto this site. And as they do so, we get ready for the initial attack. Snappi, good for the first member, turns around, tries to double down as he does so. There's that second there. slaxz and kressy able to respond perfectly now, as allu's able to come out on top, putting it into a 3-on-2. For Sprout, the last 2 members of slaxz and Spiidi, they're desperately trying to hold firm, and as they attempt to do so, Doto, he's planted on the other side of the map. He's planted over on B. Sprout now thrust into a retake, and with only a kit on Spiidi, this isn't a comfortable position, to say the least, at all, Josh. And as they move forward, dycha already with control towards back line, styles Doto shut down Spiidi. slaxz with low HP desperately tries to hold. I doubt he'll do so.
That's the kit gone as well, so slaxz has to try and retrieve that if he does go for the retake. Nice shot onto allu. That's going to force him to reinvest that AWP unless someone's able to go and grab it. I think Doto right now on a bit of a recovery mission. If he can try and get down Pop Dog, try and retrieve that snipe. Burst, slaxz is ready for it though, and he's doing a fair amount of damage right now. Even though it's not going to be the round win, he's certainly making this one costly for ENCE. However, as I said at the start, ENCE, they've got loads of money behind them. They're just looking to win the round right now, and as they're able to do so, Sprout, they're not going to be ready a fantastic half.
dycha is locations known towards E-box now, so they really have to rely on faveN, who hits a beautiful early shot. He swings into it all, but allu missing a shot there. That's sight. We see Snappi, he'll deploy the odd flash for his teammate as they bomb on down. There's the aggression, missed shot by Doto, punished by Spiidi. There's a trade for the first. Is there a trade for the second? No, there isn't. slaxz executing his teammate there, putting Spinx into a 1 versus 4. He swings onto the initial AWPers, good for 1, traded out by slaxz, and just like that, pushing forward, looking to catch out the initial member, and as he does so, here's that follow attack. Spiidi, good for the first, traded out by Doto. There's the opening into it, and he can dare defend. Is going to be slaxz, but with a position already held in towards connector, slaxz, he could quickly be caught out. That he is. There's the opening, just like that. Sprouts, they collapse, and they've got to go save again. They don't have any money to really fall back on, and for ENCE, that'll be 6.
Man advantage here, and yeah, as you say, it doesn't even matter. They've already gone for that early save call, guys, and make sure that they don't have much of a buy going into the next. Seems like it's going to be the former as they safely exit out of CT. They've only got the 1 man. It's
a big kind of competition trying to one-up one another and see who's brave enough to stay in place. Well, denis, he's brave enough for 1. Snappi punishes him for it. So Snappi doubles down. slaxz get the next end. A follow-up push comes through, though, from Doto. Good for another before faveN's able to trade as well. Putting it into a 2-on-2.
Might be able to get the timing here on to kressy. faveN as well, looking the wrong way. What is he doing? How has he got his back turned to A main? It doesn't make any sense. kressy now. Well, I thought he might have the element of surprise out of Pop Dog. Now that smoke in play, if he walks through it, this could be huge. He catches allu, spots out the second. Trigger discipline may have merited him both there, but as he spots out the second on top of the trade, he finds it.
Initial attack.
Well, while this is another buy here from Sprout, it's not amazing. They've definitely still got a couple of contingencies here, one of which being that faveN, and that's dropped instantly. denis and slaxz not able to do a whole lot. We do see a quick trade come through from kressy, but dycha on this angle in Ivy might be able to catch out one more. Bit of a whiff there from Spiidi, but somehow recovers it. Doubles down for 2. The trade will come through with allu's AWP. Brings it back into a 2-on-2 situation. But now the retake, it's on its way. Allu, the bomb in hand, but he's not going to plant it. He's pressing further forward for another kill here before he does so. And he's got the timing on faveN, completely outpositions him. And now it's all on kressy, and he's going to be executed from behind. dycha takes his head.
Single match throughout the EDC, the remaining quarterfinals, the semi-finals, and of course our grand final. And Josh, I know you love it. You got your Zeus kill. Spiidi, he's able to retrieve that back 10, and he might even try and follow through now. Eventually, Doto will finish the job. But you seem like a happy man now. I can see you smiling.
That is very exciting. I love it when someone gets a Zeus kill, especially like that as well. That's such like a ridiculous ballsy play. Like, just run into Pop Dog, hit the Zeus, then you know that like that's your little moment over. Allu, oh no, he's with the AWP shot. This is actually falling away from them. After a couple of kills came through, I thought, oh yeah, these are just kind of formalities, but somehow they make an eco round happen. What is a few rifles, a couple of Desert Eagles. And they face up against a very, very solid investment here from Sprout, but dycha able to rip the head off of faveN. That's one of the snipers gone. And now with a 3-round advantage and a man advantage here in the 12th ENCE, they might be able to take this even further. We've already established that 7 rounds is enough. Any more would be absolutely huge. And as they take the duel with Spiidi on site, they go 1 for 1, and that's fantastic for them.
That it is for ENCE as they move forward now. Well, get that bomb plant. Allu to shut down slaxz. It's down to Denis and kressy. Last two men are standing. Allu, beautiful flip.
Go, whoa, I'm on the left side. I'm on the right side. I'm above it. I'm below it. I think I still sound the same. Single round, they're really, really prioritizing this firepower rather than the nades, and that's cost them dearly. Every single time an execute comes through, it's a major issue that they don't have these mollies, they don't have these smokes, they're just taking the gunfights, and they're constantly, even when they win the gunfights, are often traded. This time we do see them come out on top, but as Snappi finds one back, if he doubles down, it could be the round, but no, he falls, all falls onto dycha, does a hell of a lot of damage, but takes a fair amount himself, and now he's continuing to take these fights. He knows that even though there's a chance for him to get this bomb planted, he can't do so until he's found at least 1 more kill here, preferably 2, and as he pokes his head over the top.
But to what avail, strictly speaking, Josh, because right now, as ENCE get ready for this initial hit, there's kressy go for 1, dycha instantly there to trade, follow-up aggression goes through, beautiful shot by dycha there as he looks to even cement it further still. Doto comes out on top, Doto with 2 quick kills, leaves it all onto Spiidi in a 1 versus 3. I don't know what he can hope to do here, Josh. These deagles, they ring true.
Doto's been mental with these deagles in. To hit all the 1Ds is absolutely insane. And he's showing no signs of slowing down. Spiidi, he's got the drop on him, out-positions him, out-maneuvers him. But now in the 2 versus 1, dycha knows exactly soon.
Yeah, I think we can get things underway, and hopefully it wasn't a rage quit. Can tear through them like it's anything, but in order to do so, he needs to survive in order to, well, ring out some shots. And as he's deleted by slaxz there, just like that, it ain't happening. P250's trying to ring out a few shots over towards Con, which means swinging is definitely ill-advised. But unless you're dycha, you can just swing right to kill everyone. In a 4-on-3 now, follow-up aggression comes through. Denis spotted out. dycha is going to look to make it the 3rd of his round. Can he do so? Yes, he can. Can he make it 4? He definitely can. The kressy in a 1 versus 3. He shuts down Doto. He tries to aggress onto the remaining member of allu. That he does into a 1v1 with dycha. And well, I can't. Let's see what dycha can hope to do to trade. There's the first man spotted out. Can he trade in kind? Pushing forward, catches him out with a beautiful shot.
Not much util to work with either. And if they go for an execution, it might cause them some problems. slaxz.
Teammate would be perfect here. Is it coming? Yes, it is. There's the flash. There's the swing. But kressy, he's turned from it. Really wise decision-making from kressy there as he's able to avoid it now. Aggression comes through towards Pop Dog. In this engagement, it's a brief lull, but eventually, while it's messy, Snappi still comes out on top. dycha good for another. Dropping down. Doto good for 1 more. He's even able to double down, leaving it all on to Spiidi. Caught out by dycha. The wombo contest by they can muster over on Sprout, and it's a pretty good one. My worry, though, is it enough? dycha ready for the initial swing. Shuts down the first man. Can't quite double down onto slaxz. And Doto are in a lot of trouble. Doto now, the trigger discipline from Spiidi. Is he able to catch out this member? And there's the first kill. He swings wide, tries to double down. Can't quite do so as he hard clears Ivy. But in the process, he only really cleared where the initial player was peeking. So, is it's kept even 3-on-3 now. Allu, beautiful shot of his own to equal it out. He needs to be wary of the players on Pop Dog as well, though. Spiidi shifting up towards the top of blue, pushing around Allu now, who is going to have to clear high. Caught out by Spiidi. Spinx there to trade again into this 2-on-2 now. faveN 2-on-1 now with Snappi shutting down slaxz. Make that a 1v1 between faveN and Snappi. Snappi, if he wins this, then Sprout are in a lot of trouble. However, you see engagement from faveN, a beautiful shot to shut down.
Control of this round right now.
KRIMZ, he's going to try and take this duel with dycha. Early aggression through. There's both the kills by Spinx there. That's the round. They can't retrieve the bomb in time. And with both members coming out from Pop Dog, it's Doto for the first. Denis, the last man of standing, carrying behind E-Box as he swings wide. dycha finishes the job. ENCE kill either. And for KRIMZ, he might look to try and take an engagement off the back of the slaxz, pushing forward. Here's the big execution. Here it comes. Here's that initial engagement. Spiidi good for one, Spiidi good for two. KRIMZ there to trade onto one of his own. And just like that, ENCE, they've collapsed. Spinx on the flank, can't do anything.
Into it. So, oh, he's been spotted though. I don't think he can hold on to this now. I think he's going to be hunted.
So as I
Being less here in the quarterfinals, but of course, ENCE right now, a big old investment. Snappi down to that Desert Eagle, but Spinx finds the opener. Doto following up, and this could be the beginning of the end, kressy.
It absolutely could be. faveN is able to trade onto dycha, but there's still a man down. And frankly, as they push out towards A, they've got to try and duel against Doto, who makes it his 26th there. Through the smoke, he digs down Spiidi as well. So low on HP now, as allu finishes the job on Spiidi. It's all onto slaxz. 1 versus 4. He falls, and just like that, ENCE, they take...